A round and a half. That's how far we got from finishing. A round and a half. Good morning. We've got to go up and see how our irrigated field looks. It's been a while since I've been up there. We need to just double check on stuff. And I'm gonna go try and find Dad. We got one of our wheat fields we're doing a little tile project in, so I think he's over there. We're gonna go there first, and maybe I'll show you that a little bit too. Well, there's the plow. I don't know if those guys are out here yet or not, but I think you see Dad and tobacco way back there. So I have a couple of brother-in-laws that like to goose hunt. They act like those things are hard to shoot and get to them. I don't understand. So here's our issue. We've got a couple of spots here like this, big blowout. There's a main here that's breaking down, and it needs replaced. And it's causing this big gully here. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix a tile, and we may put a waterway in here to control this erosion, because that is unacceptable. Okay, I guess Dad's not here. I thought he was. But he's been cleaning out the ditch that tile outlets into and trying to get somewhere for our water to go. So yeah, quite a deal here. But we're also going to tile out this corner. This farm, we own it. We've owned it since the mid 80s, somewhere in there. I don't know when they bought it exactly. It is tiled. We've tiled it before, but I think the tile are probably on 45-foot spacings, and anymore when we do stuff, we do it on 30-foot spacings. So we're just going to go in and split them and kind of retile at least this corner of it that's the wettest part of the farm. I guess we'll worry about finding Dad later. Let's go see how our field up north looks here. Well, our corn appears to be a foot taller since the last time I was here. This outside row is not quite as tall. As once you get out in there, you can really see it on this side. It's tall, but that outside row doesn't have the competition out here, so it kind of staggers up a little bit. It doesn't get quite as tall as the rows next to it. But anyway, there's more moisture up here than I thought there was going to be. If you look out in here, the ground is still moist on top, so we do not need to start this irrigation up. Not going to do it today. I don't know. We'll come back and look at it again tomorrow. But right now, this corn crop looks fantastic. Given the growth stage and where we're at, I bet we start seeing some tassels pushing out sometime this week. Yeah, looks really good. Look at the roots on that stuff. That's awesome. Those look great. And that one in there. We've got some coming up higher. Next set of brace roots coming out. Yep, this corn looks really good. Well, good. That's one less thing we've got to worry about for right now. Makes me feel a little better. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on is back to our sprayer. We've got another load of that manganese that we need to spray. So we're going to get that loaded up, mixed up, and go spray it out now. Will be a smaller load than we did yesterday. About 2/3 of what we did yesterday. It should be enough to do what we need to do. Okay, I got the sprayer loaded up. We got about 825 gallons of solution. 2 bags worth instead of 3 this time. So we'll go back to the field where we ran out and then do the other couple in that area, and we'll be done. So the sprayer controls here are a lot like the combine in this handle. This button here is kind of the master to turn the spray on. So there's a light spot there, so I turn it on to try and hit some of that. I'm kind of spotting a little bit. I'm not spraying the whole field right now. These buttons here raise the tips of the booms up, and then this one raises the entire boom up. These ones here are for turning sections on and off, and this is transmission speed. Over here we've got individual section nozzles or section control, like I can turn the outside one off. Yeah, but one of the big differences, the sprayer is all contained in this 2630, all the controls and stuff on it. So There's nothing that's no screens in here. You know, you got to have that display in here to run the sprayer, basically. Okay, so this is technically a different field than the one we were just in there. We're jumping across. This is the worst, some of the worst of it, where it's really high organic matter, mucky soils through this low ground, and it's where we need the manganese. It's really what we bought that other sprayer for, but it's dry enough now that we'll be okay, and this is much faster. Oh man, I fully understand why Dan does not like taking this sprayer down here now. This muck is soft. I can feel the sprayer just sink into the ground, bogs down. This is no good. Yeah. You'll also notice that we've got a flush of ragweeds coming through. We've got to spray this again with some Roundup. Yeah, to take care of those. Oh gosh. I think we're going to use a little sprayer. I don't want to do this again. Okay, we're done here. We got to jump across the road and do that field, which also has muck holes, but not nearly as severe as that one was. I know it probably didn't come across on camera exactly how bad that was, but I understand not wanting to take this big sprayer on skinny little tires through that muck hole. Yep, I'd never done it before, and I always thought Dad was just kind of complaining about nothing, but nope, I don't want to do it either. Now on this field, we have electric poles to fight with, and they're conveniently located about 35 feet off the road, so I don't know, I'm just going to make a full pass through without dodging around them, and then we'll fill in the gap somehow later. Yeah. Okay, well that job is done. Almost dropped the phone. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to Dad for a minute, and then we'll see. Probably too early to go combine wheat yet and finish that 10 acres that we've got to do. So we'll have to see what else is going on. Phil was working on the trucks. Let's see if he needs any help. So Dad wants the 7520, the one that we've been using for our irrigation stuff, to hook the mower up to. So we came up here with Gator, and I'm going to take it back to the farm. We'll bring our 4440 up here when we're ready to start irrigating again. Which, if I come up here at 5 o'clock this afternoon, I may change my mind about it not needing it yet, but still looks pretty good for now, and man, this corn's getting tall. Okay, plans change frequently around here, so we did bring that tractor back, and Dad does want to use it on the mower. However, I've got to spray that Roundup yet. Where we sprayed the manganese this morning with the big sprayer, there was them weeds in there and stuff, and so we're going to mix up a tank load of Roundup later this afternoon with a little sprayer that we use that tractor for, because that one's got my monitor in it and everything, and we're going to spray those beans again with the Roundup. We can't mix those two together because the manganese will tie up the Roundup and make it not work. So they have to be two separate applications. Dad and I both, neither one of us really knew how far apart those applications need to be. I don't really know. And so we're gonna give it a couple of hours, or as long as we can here. But if I hook up the mower, I've got to switch the PTO shaft and then hook the mower up, and then I'll have to unhook it tomorrow or the next day to go hook up the sprayer and spray those beans. So we're just gonna do it today, and then after I'm done with that, we'll hook up the mower and we can go do some mowing. Dad's not feeling great today, so he's kind of taking it easy. I'm gonna do most of that stuff, but I'm gonna go eat lunch right now. Then we're gonna combine those 10 acres of wheat that we've got left for the neighbor, and then we're gonna take care of some more spraying. So we've got plenty to do today. Well, here's the field that we've got to do. It's a long, skinny 10 acres. The good news is there's plenty good enough driveway for us to be able to get in and out of here. It's a little weedy, but it'll be okay. Doesn't look like great wheat, but we'll manage. Okay, time to go finish combining wheat. Oil level is good. All right, we gotta drop the head on the cart here, which after you do it a few times, you get pretty good at getting everything lined up. But basically that cross piece and sticker there needs to be just offset of the center of the reel. about like that. Okay, Phil will strap that down and he's got to go around the block when we go to the next field. Okay, so I had to get my monitor set up. I don't have a boundary. And there's Phil with my head. But new farm, I've never been on it before, so he had to go around the block so that the snouts and the head was facing the right direction. Yeah, this field's not going to take real long. I think I got half of it done already. It's not great wheat. They're not even 50 average yet. There's just too many spots like this where it's super thin and the yield drops way off. So, oh well. Yeah, I'm waiting for Phil to come back with a semi because I got nowhere to put this wheat yet. Right on cue. I pulled in and there's Phil. Or I pulled in. I got done with the round here and Phil was pulling in. I haven't dumped directly into a semi truck in quite some time. We try and run everything through our grain cart now because it's got the scale on it so we can record the loads and know how much we've got. But this isn't ours and it's going straight to town, so it doesn't matter. So we didn't even bring the grain cart to this field. A round and a half. That's how far we got from finishing. A round and a half. Can you guys see that pulley right there? It doesn't have a belt on it and isn't turning? That's a problem. That belt turns this screen. This screen has to turn in order to keep the debris off of it. See how much chaff is on there? It sucks it off when it goes underneath. If this doesn't turn, it gets plugged up in a hurry. And it gets hot. Crap. Turns out I had a new belt in the parts bin. What a deal. Okay, we're back up and running. That was a relatively quick fix because I had the belt in the barn. Sorry I didn't get to film working on it. It's just when we get in those situations, it's go, 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 and people around, and it just doesn't work out very good. But we found the old one in there and took it out, and it actually hadn't completely broken. It just kind of delaminated, and the cords were coming off of it, but it was still a complete circle. So it didn't destroy anything, or yeah, no other problems. We had one in the parts bin, like I said. I think I got it last fall. We actually had some trouble with the big belt that goes all the way around that screen last fall when we were finishing up corn, and I kind of wonder if I didn't get this belt then. I probably looked at it and said, oh, that belt looks bad too. I should replace it. So I got one thinking I'll do it this winter, and then I didn't do it. So better that it happened now than the first day of bean harvest. So it's no big deal. We lost maybe 45 minutes there changing a belt. So anyway, we're gonna get this field finished up here now. Just maybe 2 rounds to do is all. Okay guys, we're done with wheat harvest. Phil took that truck. He's gonna haul it into the elevator for the guy that we combined this for. Jack is taking Phil's truck and the bean head back to the farm. I'm gonna take the combine. Then we're gonna walk around real quick. Just pick a little bit. I'm not doing a real thorough job. We'll get an air compressor and blow stuff off later. But while we're in the field here, we might as well get stuff like this. It's just hanging out there. Pick that off. Ooh, I should set the chopper down and turn it on. Blow all that crap out of there. Watch the dust cloud that's about to come out of the back of the combine. Well, it's going the other way. I did turn that straw chopper on. I'll let it blow all the stuff out of the combine. The more the better. The less I have to blow off later. Okay, let's head back to the farm. Well, we're not last. There's a wheat field that needs done yet. Pretty big one too. I don't know whose it is, but hey, at least we're not last. Ugh, I'm dirty. Okay, so now that we're done with the combine stuff, I was gonna put it in the barn, but I parked it there because I gotta get that sprayer out. So we're gonna hook that sprayer up to this tractor, mix up a batch of Roundup, and then we'll go spray it. Well, went to hook up to the sprayer and this tire was flat and there was a screw sticking out of it. So we're gonna try and throw a plug in it, see if that'll work. Well, I made the hole bigger. Come on. There. Well, we'll see if that works. Okay, well, we're hooked up. I got that tire patched. We've got a load of chemical mixed up, Roundup. We're spraying Roundup. Well, we're spraying generic glyphosate, let's put it that way. And we're headed off to the fields that we need to spray. We've got a couple of different spots that we've got to go. We've mixed up enough chemical for 30 acres, I think. I don't know if we'll find that much or not, but we'll see what we find. Yeah, this is gonna take longer than it should. It's after 5 already. I'm gonna get home late. I was really hoping to be home by 6 today, but not gonna happen. Sorry, honey. Okay, we are spraying. I'm trying to minimize my tracks, so even if I'm off a little bit, I'm putting one tire in my sprayer tracks when I can. But you guys see the ragweeds out here? They kind of blend in with the beans, but they're there. That's what we're spraying for. It's going okay. This is not nearly as fast as what we did this morning. Oh well. I'm basically doing 3 passes to every one with the big sprayer with this because we're 40 foot versus 120. So we have 3 times as many wheel tracks. It takes 3 times as long, except for I'm also going half as fast, so it actually takes 6 times as long, right? I think that math is right. So anyway, I wouldn't want to do the whole field this way, but for this little area, it's not so bad. So when I plugged this in, when I was loading up and turned it on, that screen lit up. It isn't working now. So I'm kind of shooting blind here. I have no idea what rate it says it's putting on or it thinks it's putting on or anything. It seems to be working because my on-off switches work. And I got chemical coming out, obviously, so I don't know. I don't know why that's not working. I've tried unplugging it, turning it off. Maybe the screen went bad, the display. I don't know, but it's making this a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I kind of missed it, but here's those ruts that I was making with the big sprayer earlier that made me nervous. Trying not to fall in them, because when one side of the sprayer gets in them and the other side isn't, it sends the boom into the ground, which is no good. But yeah, we definitely made some ruts down there. It's not because the ground is wet. We're not wet at all. It's because this ground is so soft and fluffy and light that when you drive through it with something heavy, you sink in. Okay, we're just about done here. I covered pretty much what I want to cover. I've still got like 25 gallons of solution left, so I'm just spraying it out, and we'll run the sprayer empty. This very well could be the last time we use it this year, so I don't know, we'll see. Okay, it's empty. It's time to get out and fold the booms up all by hand and a lot of stuff, like it's 1952 or something, I don't know. Ugh. That was an awful lot of work for me. I guess I shouldn't complain. I mean, the thing only cost 2,500 bucks. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm going home. I need to unhook that sprayer, get the mower hooked up to that tractor for Dad, and probably go do the mowing myself tomorrow. But I don't want to do it tonight. It's almost 7 o'clock, so I'm going home. I do have a truck coming tomorrow to pick up some empty boxes for my seed warehouse. So we're going to do that. I don't know what time he's going to be here, maybe noonish. And we're going to go look at the irrigated field again. I know I said that this morning or yesterday, but I'm leaning towards starting it up again tomorrow. So we'll see. And I don't know what else is going on, but we'll find something, I'm sure of it. So anyway, have a great night, guys, and hit the like and subscribe buttons for me, please. If you got any questions and comments, type them down below. Thanks. See you tomorrow.